I go to the gym 7 times a week, right? I weight lift 6 times a week. I do cardio on the seventh day, right? And in these 6 times a week that I weight lift, I also do cardio on top of the weightlifting, right? I go to the gym every single week. I pick up heavier and heavier weights. I'm lifting heavier every single week. I'm putting on more and more muscle every single week. I'm getting bigger and bigger. I feel like a superhuman, like I'm just operating at full capacity. And also, interestingly, I'm on a cut. So I'm eating less calories, right? But I'm just getting bigger. I have zero fatigue. Like I just feel refreshed, rejuvenated every single day. I lift heavier. My workouts, I'm literally working out at full intensity, 100% intensity, right? And this is all thanks to this diet that I'm about to explain to you. This is the carb maxing diet. It's the diet that Olympic athletes are on. It's the same diet that all the gym influencers that you watch, they are hyping it up, talking about like this is the best diet. They're talking about it as if they've just discovered fire. Right, and rightfully so, because this diet is amazing. I've been on it for like enough time for me to really just confirm this for you, right? And this is especially true because I'm on a cut. I'm eating less. I should be having the opposite effects. I should be tired all the time. I should be lifting less and less weight because I'm on a cut. I'm getting smaller. But it's the opposite. I'm just getting bigger. I'm just lifting more. Everything is just going up, right? And it's because thanks to this diet, right? So let me just quickly explain to you why this diet is so amazing. I'll explain to you the other diets that I've been on and why this one just clears all of these diets, right? The carb maxing diet basically works this way. You want to maximize the amount of carbs that you eat in a day overall, but you want to eat them in a specific way and eat a specific type of carbs, right? There's two types of carbs. There's complex carbs, there's simple carbs, right? These are the two types of carbs that you wanna have, right? So, what are complex carbs? Complex carbs are basically the carbs that your body takes longer to digest. This is like your rice, your potatoes, whatever, right? Just like the carbs that you would need 2 hours or an hour and a half for your body to digest. Simple carbs are the carbs that your body digests like instantly. This is basically just like sugars and fruits and whatever, right? Like you eat it, your body digests almost instantly, right? These are simple carbs, right? And this is the exact step-by-step process you want to follow to maximize on recovery and muscle growth. Excuse me. Before you go to the gym, around 2 hours before you go to the gym or an hour and a half before you go to the gym, have complex carbs. Maximize on complex carbs, right? You want to just max out your, for example, let's say if you're on a cut, right? I'll give you like the exact like numbers for me because I'm also on a cut. I'm on a cut, so like maybe I want to have 140 to 180 grams of protein in a day. Right, I want to have a few grams of fats, whatever. Right? It's really protein and carbs are the more important ones, right? To have 140 grams of protein, I just need to meet the minimum requirements. This is 140, so I'll just have like protein powder, have like chicken thighs, whatever, right? That's it for the protein. Now, for the rest of my calories, I want to fill them out with just carbs. So I just want to eat like carbs day in, day out, all throughout the clock. I just want to eat as much carbs as I can. So I'll just have like a plate of rice, a plate, like a bowl of oats, lots of oats, right? Like 2 hours before the gym. These are like complex carbs, right? I have lots of oats, I have like bread, I have whatever, right? 2 hours before the gym. My body is digesting these carbs and releasing it as energy when I go to the gym, right? Right before the gym, I need to have simple carbs, right? So simple carbs, I've got pre-workout for simple carbs, I've got fruit juice for simple carbs, and I can even have fruit for simple carbs, right? And now I've just maxed out on simple carbs, right? So as soon as I have these simple carbs, like I have this right before the gym, like as I'm leaving my house to go to the gym, I'm having simple carbs, right? So I'll have like pre-workout, I have the fruit juice, whatever. As soon as I go into the gym, my energy levels are maxed out. Literally, they are maxed out, right? Immediately from the moment I start lifting, my energy levels are maxed out, right? You lift, you finish your workout. This is probably like, if you've never done this is going to be like the best workout you've ever had in your life. Like try this like tomorrow when you go to the gym, right? After watching this video, for watching it before the gym, try this when you go to the gym. Max out on carbs. Complex carbs 2 hours before the gym, simple carbs right before the gym. Just max out on carbs. You come back here and you comment that this is the best workout you've ever had in your life. You'll be able to lift a lot more weight, go a lot harder in the gym just because of this diet, right? You come back from the gym, from the moment you finish your workout, the first thing you think about and the first thing you need to have is simple carbs again, right? So this is like, again, the same thing. You can immediately have like fruit juice. You can immediately have like a fruit or something, right? Just have like, the number is about 50 grams of carbs, right? That's the exact number. You want to have about 50 grams of simple carbs, right? So again, this could be just like, you could just carry like a bottle of fruit juice or something. You have that immediately after the gym. It instantly replenishes like your glycogen levels, whatever, right? And then after that, you have a 3-hour window, right? So you have a 3-hour period to have complex carbs, right? So within the 3 hours after the gym, you have like your dinner or something, right? That's like rice and or maybe potatoes and then like some protein, right? That makes up your complex carbs and then that makes up your protein. So the exact numbers for this is about 400 grams of carbs per day, right? So you want to have like a fuck ton of carbs, right? A fuck ton of carbs. Just eat lots of carbs. This is especially true if you eat it before the gym, right? Because this is how you really just max out on recovery. You max out on your lifts. You max out on muscle growth. This is how you literally build muscle as fast as humanly possible, right? The recovery, it's like, it's so good. You know, things like sauna, right? I have a sauna in my gym. For guys who have a sauna at your gym, you know how good sauna is for your recovery. Like if you go into a sauna, you sit into a sauna, right? You feel like recovered, you feel refreshed, right? Now imagine that as just like 2% of the recovery you get from this diet that I'm telling you. Like if you've been in a sauna, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go in a sauna, you feel so refreshed, right? Or you go on like those massages, whatever, you feel so refreshed, right? Imagine that as just like 2% of what this diet gives you, right? This diet is going to give you 98% more, right? I don't know how you'd really describe this in terms of like how much, like times what, but anyways, it gives you like 98% more recovery than just the sauna, right? This is how good the diet is, right? Now let me compare this to the other diets that I've been on. I've been on a carnivore diet, right? I did a carnivore diet for 7 months. For those of you that don't know, a carnivore diet is basically when you have mostly protein day, like around the clock, right? So instead of having mostly carbs, you have mostly protein around the clock. Then you have carbs like right before the gym or like after the gym, whatever. But you don't have lots of carbs. You have like minimal carbs. You have lots of protein. The carnivore diet is good for its own things. Like if you know, like when you get brain fog from having lots of carbs, basically when you have lots of carbs, your brain just seems to stop working. You can't focus on tasks. When you're on a carnivore diet and you're having protein, your brain is just firing at full capacity, right? So if you're like in school or work, whatever, you can just focus and you can have like the best results. Your brain is just working when you're on a carnivore diet, right? But in terms of like building the physique, this is not good at all. This is not good at all. You're not getting the muscle growth you're not basically maximizing on muscle growth, and you're also not maximizing on recovery, right? I did the carnivore diet for 7 months, so I would know. And then there's also like another diet that I was on where I was just maxing out on like every single thing. I was maxing out on carbs, protein, fats, whatever, like or everything. I was just basically bulking at that time. And even though this is good, if I had filled up most of the calories, like I was having like 200, some days even 400 grams of fat, of protein, and protein is very satiating, by the way, right? If I just filled up, if I had taken the minimum requirement of protein, which is like 140 grams, and then I just filled out all my calories with carbs, I would have just maxed out in gains, I would have maxed out recovery, I would have maxed out everything, right? So all the other diets that you can think of, right, none of them are as good as this, purely for building muscle as fast as possible and for building the aesthetic physique. This is basically the best diet that you can be on. And I would know, literally, like I go to the gym 7 times a week, zero fatigue, right? I don't feel tired at all. I've been doing this for months. Imagine going to the gym for months, never taking a day off, right? Like you don't stop going to the gym, you just keep going to the gym. Imagine that. Imagine doing that for months on end, right? And you just feel like refreshed every single day. Like you feel like a superhuman, right? You feel like one of those anime characters who just has instant recovery, right? That's what this diet gives you. Literally, just try it out for yourself and you know what I'm talking about. Tomorrow, instead of just like having a little bit of food and then you go to the gym, whatever, not really thinking about it, do it exactly as I've told you. 2 hours before the gym, eat lots and lots and lots of carbs. Eat lots of carbs. Max out on your carbs, right? Right before you go to the gym, have the simple carbs. After the gym, I do the exact process. Not only will you have an amazing workout tomorrow, the following day you wake up and you feel refreshed, ready to go again, right? Ready to go. Like all these things that contribute to recovery, like sleep, sauna, whatever, resting, having rest days, whatever. All of it, none of it is as important as just having the complex carbs and having the simple carbs and following the fucking diet, right? None of it is as important, right? So this is like the big thing. Go like include things like supplements in your diet, right? So for you to fill out your protein easier and fill it out with less calories, just have like protein powder, right? So you can just have protein powder so that you can fill out your protein. And then for simple carbs, you want to have things like pre-workout, right? So you can say I have a whole stack of supplements behind me. You want to have like the protein powder, you want to have the pre-workout, right? That helps. And also, of course, like I'm assuming you're already taking creatine, because at this point, what are you doing going to the gym without taking creatine? Like, just what the fuck, right? So I'm assuming you're already taking creatine. Buy protein powder, buy pre-workout, fill out your protein easier with the protein powder. And again, this I shouldn't even be telling you. At this point, I'm assuming you already have protein powder, because how the fuck do you expect to actually like build muscle without protein powder? Like, you're just gonna be skinny the whole time. You're gonna be skinny forever if you don't have protein powder. Like, you'd be fucking retarded if you don't have protein powder, right? It's like a basic like level 1 thing to do. If you don't have protein powder in your house, like what the fuck are you doing, right? Have protein powder. I would understand if you don't have like pre-workout or something, but if you don't have protein powder at this grown age, you're fucking like retard. What the fuck are you doing? Go buy some protein powder. Like, what the fuck? Protein powder, it's like it's a basic essential need. It's like you don't have water at your house. What the fuck, right? So have protein powder and then buy the pre-workout. Pre-workout is so good in terms of like simple carbs. One of like the best ones I'd recommend, because not only does it have like the caffeine and everything, the beta alanine that you need to shave off the lactic acid, the caffeine you need for energy, all these good things, it just has like the fucking sugars for the energy. So like now you're just maxing out on everything that you need, right? So this is the food diet. Include the supplements, they help a lot. And once you follow this diet, try it out for a week. You will feel like it's like when you discover fire. Like, imagine the guy who discovered fire, the caveman who discovered fire. He was looking around like, what the fuck, you guys seeing this shit? Are you guys seeing this shit? Like, when you discovered fire, that's how you feel. You feel like a superhuman. Try it out for 1 week. Try it out for 1 week. You feel like a superhuman. It's crazy how good this diet is. That's why everyone is just talking about it. It's crazy how good it is. Try it out for 1 week. Like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel.